In the area of damages, a household name by now, Alex Jones, is, to put it mildly, in the arse, following his lost court case against the victims of Sandy Brook. Alex is now being forced to sell off whatever assets he has available to him in order to pay back his $1.5 billion debt, later reduced to just $85 million, split amongst the families of the victims. This lawsuit came out after Alex's repeated insistence that the families and victims of the, tragic shooting were in fact crisis actors. In other words, people paid by the government to pretend something happened that never did. These claims to Alex's massive fan base, as evidenced by the millions of dollars he was pulling in a year, created basically an organized harassment campaign against the victims of, the shooting, making their already extremely troubled lives that much worse, as these people who already suffered the greatest tragedy of their entire existence were now being threatened every day by a bunch of lunatics with death threats who were attempting to uncover the truth. With such a hefty price tag over Jones's head, he had no choice but to do the right thing and declare bankruptcy in order to get out of paying. A ploy that did not work, as the courts uncovered evidence that Jones was still leading a very extravagant lifestyle, and spent nearly a cold $1 million on himself in the time frame of the bankruptcy case. To be clear, Jones is almost certainly still very rich, and absolutely has hidden assets all over the show, but with the mess of paperwork his company and show InfoWars has made out of his finances, for sure intentionally, the only thing the victims can get their hands on in this case is the assets Jones has on hand, hence why he's being forced to sell off his studio equipment. Time will tell whether or not this will actually affect Jones in any meaningful way, as the man makes crazy bank off, crazies, and I would assume at the very least has amassed a fortune of, upwards to $150 million. How the hell has he done that, you might be asking yourself? Well, that's a breakdown for another time, but the version I like to tell my lovers, aka it's average if you squint really hard, it is very easy to make a lot of money if you basically sell sugar pills and sell them off as magic candy for men who want more testosterone, as those companies will pay you an absolute arseload in order for you to not ask questions, and those companies know every single loophole available to one in order to avoid paying taxes. It's the exact same way the streamer Trainwrecks TV made an absolute fortune off gambling. Those offshore casinos know exactly how to skirt the law, and if you are willing to put aside your morals, which I totally am, please sponsor me, can make you very rich. That is not a joke, by the way. I'm literally willing to sell crack to children for the right price.